when more than a dozen military trucks arrived at the royal family's territory. It's a total mess here. The deaths of Wang Mingyi and Wang Mingli were reported back here 10 minutes ago. Many people who have close relations with Wang Mingyi and Wang Mingli are packing their things and preparing to leave Nanxi City as soon as possible. Their royal family, the general situation is gone. If they stay here again, they are afraid that they will wait, and it will be the price of death. After arriving at Wang's house, Lin Yu looked at the chaotic scenes ahead, and a system notification sounded in his mind. The host completes the optional task, and rewards Bajan Treasure Chest 1, Strengthening Stone 2 and Power Crystal 10. The host completes the optional task, and rewards Bajan Treasure Box 1, Strengthening Stone 1-5, and Power Crystal 5. With 2 ding-dong sounds, 2 more Bajan treasure chests entered the account. After this incident, Duan Yi hated the Wang family so much, he jumped out of the car, looked at the Wang family fleeing in front of him, and yelled, "Put down your weapon, squat down where you are, if you resist, you will be killed on the spot." As soon as these words came out, the chaotic player territory calmed down a lot. Many evolutionaries who did not belong to the real royal family squatted down one after another, holding their heads in their hands. They were just thugs recruited by the Wang family. Now that the Wang family's power was gone, there was no need to sacrifice their lives for such an empty shell. They were like this, but the real Wang family, that is, the descendants of Wang Mingyi, Wang Mingli and others, relatives and so on, would rather die than obey. They even formed a death squad, trying to break through Duan Yi's defense. In the end, the evolutionists under Duan Yi took action and suppressed them one after another. Those who kill are killed, those who are arrested are arrested. Soon, the entire royal territory became empty. Duan Yi led Lin Yu and others towards the depths of the Wang family's territory. When the base city was first established, Duan Yi came here once or twice, and had some impressions of the layout of the Wang family. Find the location of the warehouse, open it and see that it is full of various supplies. There are countless things to eat, use, and various metals and healing instruments. Duan Yi gritted his teeth. What the hell is this? Wang family is richer than their defense team. He even found a lot of military firearms and bullets in the warehouse. It seems that Wang Mingli used his position in the defense force to seek personal gain for the Wang family. Brother Lin, these are the supplies of the Wang family. Whatever you like, just take it. Duan Yi was not a stingy person, and said to Lin Yu at this moment. The corners of Lin Yu's lips twitched slightly. Then I'm not being polite. The Wang family swallowed a batch of crystals from me, and I have to make up for it with other things. Duan Yi nodded. He believed Lin Yu. But after a minute, he was dumbfounded. What the hell? Lin Yu walked up to a pile of rice, waved his hand. Most of the rice in front of him was gone, and with another wave, dozens of bags of rice disappeared. This. Then there are other materials. As long as they are useful, they can't skip Lin Yu's important task. Duan Yi's heart hurts from looking at it. Why are you taking so much? Can you use it up? But Lin Yu didn't think so. He thought that since he had enough space anyway. Duan Yi spoke up again. If he was polite to him, wouldn't he appear to be too easy to bully? The most important point is that this Wang family was originally brought down by Lin Yu. So what happened to some things? What's wrong? Do you have any opinions? After 10 minutes of searching, Lin Yu came out of the warehouse with a satisfied face. As soon as he came out, Lin Yu saw a group of soldiers coming out of the building C with dozens of fair-skinned and beautiful women. These women are all beautiful, wearing simple and revealing clothes, and you can tell what they did before. As for where they came from, most likely Wang Bo led the Wang family and intercepted them at the city gate. This Wang family is really not human, Zhang Ru said contemptuously. Lin Yu shrugged. Let's go home. He has nothing to say about the character of the Wang family. This is the case in the last days. Whoever has the biggest fist, then you can do whatever you want, and no one else can control you. After talking to Duan Yi, Lin Yu led the little girls towards the residence arranged by the defense team. I have been calling back and forth before, but now it is already noon, and it is time to eat. After returning home in a military jeep, Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru went to cook, Ling Shuiya cleaned up, and Qin Linger continued to study the blueprints. Lin Yu, on the other hand, sat on the sofa and opened the treasure chest. 2 Bajan treasure chests, there should be some good things out. Check enable. Open the Bajan treasure chest, get skill duplication card 3, skill synthesis card 3, second order enhancement stone 10, power crystal 10, second order spirit seed 3. Open the Bajan treasure chest, get the A-level weapon, Ching Feng. Get the job transfer certificate, blacksmith, second level spiritual species 3. The 2 Bajan treasure chests were opened, and several props instantly appeared in Lin Yu's portable space. Skill copy card. After using it, you can choose to copy a skill of other evolvers. The more powerful the skill, the lower the chance of successful copying. After copying successfully, you can learn it for other evolvers. Lin Yu sniffled as he looked at the bank card-sized duplicate card in his portable space. This thing is awesome. Attribute detection. See that your skills are awesome, get a copy card, copy your skills, and then provide them for others to learn. This copy card is almost a bug-level prop. Wang Mingli's power-boosting skills were pretty good before, but now that he's dead, otherwise Lin Yu would really like to copy his skills. Putting the copy card away carefully, Lin Yu looked at the second item. Skill synthesis card. Select 2 skills for 007 synthesis. The more similar the effect of the skill, the stronger the skill after synthesis. The stronger the synthesis of the skill, the lower the probability of success. This skill synthesis card is obviously a set with the copy card. Select 2 skills and synthesize a stronger skill. Good stuff. After all, with the prolongation of the battle time, there will only be more and more skills. If there are too many skills, it will affect the battle. With this synthesis card, this problem can be completely solved. Tier 2 Strengthening Stone. It can strengthen stronger props. 1 Tier 2 Strengthening Stone is equivalent to 10 Tier 1 Strengthening Stones. This thing is also good. 10 Tier 2 Strengthening Stones are equivalent to 100 Tier 1 Strengthening Stones. Tier 2 Spiritual Seeds. The spiritual fruit harvested after planting will have more attributes. This is an enhanced version of the first order spiritual species. A level weapon Qingfeng. This is a long sword with a handsome shape. The whole body is blue like jade, and the blade is sharp. A level weapon, the natural power is extraordinary. Needless to say, this thing is most suitable for Zhang Xin. Job Change Certificate, Blacksmith. This certificate can add a sub-job to the evolutionary, but it can only be used by the evolutionary above the 2nd level. Blacksmith. Forging equipment. The more powerful the blacksmith forges, the stronger the equipment. In addition to forging equipment, the blacksmith can also strengthen the designated preparations. The stronger the blacksmith, the higher the probability of successful strengthening. After looking at all the props, Lin Yu still felt that the sub-professional blacksmith transfer proof was the most precious. As long as you master this profession, it means that you can create and strengthen equipment infinitely. Although there is a possibility of failure, at least it is much better than spending reinforcement stones to strengthen equipment. It's a pity that this thing can only be learned by an evolutionary above the 2nd level. Now beside Lin Yu, none of the 4 little girls have reached that level, and she is a transcendent, and she is still 1st level, so this thing can only be left for now. Then Lin Yu found another potted plant and planted 6 2nd level spiritual seeds. After being sprinkled with water, the 6 spiritual seeds in the potted plant expanded rapidly, and finally grew into a small tree with a clatter. On the branches, there are many ping-pong-sized fruits hanging. Colorful and beautiful. Lin Yu picked them one by one, and harvested a total of 12 fruits. 2nd order spirit fruit. After eating, it can randomly increase any attribute by 10 to 20 points. Without further ado, Lin Yu picked up the spiritual fruit and ate it. Eat 2nd order spirit fruit, agility attribute plus 20. Eat the 2nd order spirit fruit, the power attribute will be increased by 15. Eat the 2nd order spirit fruit, the power attribute will be increased by 10. Eat Tier 2 spirit fruit. After 12 consecutive reminder sounds, Lin Yu's attributes have greatly changed, and he was about to open it to check, when suddenly the system beeped again. All attributes of the host have exceeded 500, advanced to the 2nd level transcendent, comprehending the skill Golden Pupil. Golden Pupils. Enhance eyesight. Look at the target's eyes in battle. can cause short-term dizziness. The stronger the target, the shorter the dizziness time. Second level, new skills. Lin Yu muttered, a little confused. Now, his properties are as follows. Host. Lin Yu, virus immune body, tier 2 extraordinary. Physique. 541 strength. 700, strength armor plus 30%, the real strength is 539. Agility. 506 spirit. 525 abilities. Element control, LV6, sprint, LV5, edge power, LV6, sunset Changhong, LV6, wing slash, LV1, golden eyes, LV1. Sure enough, the transcendent on his attribute panel has become a second-order transcendent. Later, Lin Yu asked the system again, and only then did he learn. In fact, whether it is an evolutionary or an extraordinary person, there are grades. After the four-dimensional attributes of an evolutionary exceed 300, they will advance to a second-level evolutionary, while the extraordinary person will be 500. After advanced, you will comprehend a brand new skill. Lin Yu Ling is the golden pupil. This is a kind of eye control ability, and it sounds a bit tasteless. After all, the activation of this ability depends on looking at each other. Who's okay to look at you during the fight? Although there are, but for Lin Yu who does not have any control skills, it is still better than nothing. The attributes of Lin Yu, the second-order transcendent, exceeded 500, and the strength attribute reached 700 with the addition of the power arm guard. This is super strength. After adding the attributes, Lin Yu took out the strengthening stone and the supernatural crystal. There are 10 second-level strengthening stones, 35 first-level strengthening stones, and 25 power crystals. Spend 10 power crystals to directly drop the golden pupil to level 5, and then Lin Yu strengthens element control in setting Sun Changhong. To upgrade from level 6 to level 7, it costs 6 power crystals, and the two skills are 12 in total. The strengthening stone strengthens the A-level weapon Qingfang to A+3. Then Lin Yu smashed all the strengthening stones on the silver gun, which happened to be strengthened to A+6. After finishing these, Lin Yu closed the properties panel and called Zhang Xin out alone. This is for you. Lin Yu took out the A-level weapon, Qingfang, that had just been strengthened. Zhang Xin took a closer look and saw that Qingfang was different at a glance. The Qingjin sword in her hand was a B-level weapon, and its power was not weak, but compared with Qingfang, it was far worse. After just one glance, Zhang Xin fell in love with the sword, took it from Lin Yu's hand, and struck the emperor carefully up and down. "Thank you, husband. I love you so much," Zhang Xin said happily, presenting a sweet kiss to Lin Yu. Lin Yu spent the next half-day at home. The matter of the Wang family has been resolved, and he has also made a brand new plan. At present, the Doomsday chariot poisonous snake is still under research. Before this thing is built, he may only be able to live in the base city of Nanxi City with the little girls. Lin Yu asked Qin Linger, and the little girl said that it would take at least 5 days to complete the transformation. Regarding this, Lin Yu expressed that he was willing to wait, but while waiting, he decided to find something to do for himself. On the third day after solving the Wang family, he took Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru to leave Nanxi City and join one of the thousands of hunting teams. As for Ling Shuya, she stayed to protect Qin Linger. Without the big cancer of the Wang family, coupled with the protection of the defense team, I believe that no one in the base city of Nanxi City can threaten them. Hunting team. This is a general term for survivors who left the main city to hunt mutant beasts or search for supplies. There are about 50,000 survivors in the base city of Nanshichang. More than 30,000 of them live in the outer city. Compared with the 4 major forces in the inner city. Compared with the members of the 3 major forces now, they don't have any guarantee of survival. Whether it's food, things, or even weapons to enhance strength, crystals, etc., they all need to be obtained through other channels after leaving South Stone City. The hunting team was born from this. They are composed of ordinary survivors or evolutionaries, leaving the safe base city, wandering in the wilderness, hunting zombies, mutant beasts, and searching urban ruins, so as to obtain materials for their own survival. Somewhere in the wilderness outside Nanxi City, a military jeep drove past quickly. Sitting in the car were Lin Yu, Zhang Xin, and Zhang Ru. This car was obtained from Duan Yi, and it was used for the travel of Lin Yu and others. Husband, where are we going now? Zhang Ru asked while chewing gum, her long black hair fluttering out of the window under the strong wind, soft and beautiful. Lin Yu held the steering wheel with one hand and looked ahead. Duan Yi said before coming out that at the end of this road, there is a wild animal park with many mutant animals in it. We are going there. When Zhang Ru heard the words, a hint of excitement flashed in his eyes. They haven't fought for several days, and their hearts are full of hope. Lin Yu was driving extremely fast, galloping on the road, and the zombies that occasionally appeared on the road were also knocked out. According to the map, Lin Yu will arrive at his destination in about an hour. In fact, Duan Yi was extremely afraid of this zoo, and told Lin Yu that he didn't want Lin Yu to get close to it, it was too dangerous. But Lin Yu has always been an adventurous master, what he wants is this kind of excitement. Where there are many monsters, just run there. Well, to put it bluntly, Lin Yu is for crystals. That is the flavoring agent that becomes stronger, and it is also the capital to survive in the last days. After more than an hour, the military jeep stopped. Lin Yu and the others opened the car door and got out of the car. What appeared in front of the three of them at this moment were several mountains. The mountain is surrounded by walls, and there are 5 words, Nanshi Zhu, written at the entrance. This is the goal of Lin Yu's trip. Fill your stomach first. You may not have time to eat later, Lin Yu said while taking out a lot of instant food from the portable space. Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru sisters have already recovered into human beings, and they are used to eating human food these days. Of course, when the night is quiet, they will also go to Lin Yu to get some nutrients. That thing is also quite beautiful. After simply filling their stomachs, the 3 of them cleaned up the mess and walked towards the zoo with their respective weapons. In order to avoid the recurrence of car theft, Lin Yu wisely left the jeep in his personal space. Holding the bright silver gun tightly in his hand, he walked towards Nanshi Zoo step by step. The iron courtyard gate had been violently damaged, and the 3 of them walked in without much effort. There was some fog in the park in front of him, and it was eerily quiet. Looking around, he didn't even see a single monster. The 3 of them walked tens of meters towards the front of. Zhang Ru wrinkled her little nose and couldn't help but said, "Why is there not a single mutant beast? Could it be that someone took the lead?" Lin Yu was also a little puzzled. When he got the news from Duan Yi, Lin Yu clearly felt that Duan Yi was very afraid of this Nanshi Zoo. At this stage, unless a large number of evolutionary legions attack here, who else would dare to set foot here? Go further, Lin Yu said. Zhang Xin held Qingfeng, his gaze was like lightning. We'd better be careful, I think there's something abnormal here. The 3 of them were walking when Lin Yu, who was walking in the front, suddenly stopped. What's wrong? Zhang Ru asked. Lin Yu stretched out his hand and pointed in a certain direction. There is movement over there. Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru looked at each other, a little confused, they didn't hear anything. Wait for me here, I'll go up and have a look. Lin Yu dropped a sentence, called out the wings of the sky, flew into the sky, and flew towards the direction where the voice was heard before. Flying in midair, the small half of Nanshi Zoo was within Lin Yu's gaze. After flying about 200 meters, soon Lin Yu discovered the source of the sound. Under the thick white fog, countless mutant monsters are surrounding a big mountain and attacking wildly. Lin Yu, who had awakened his golden pupils, had amazing eyesight, and saw a few flickering figures on the mountain from a long distance away. Those were a few evolutionaries, covered in blood at this moment, desperately resisting the attack of the monsters down the mountain. Judging by their brutality, they have been resisted for a long time. And the monsters kept coming. If this continues, within an hour, they are afraid that they will become the food of the monsters. A mountaintop surrounded by monsters. A big man nearly 2 meters tall held an axe as tall as a man and slashed wildly. The monsters that rushed over had their heads smashed and screamed and fell down the mountain. With his great strength, he became a big obstacle for the monsters to reach the top of the mountain, and it is because of his existence that this evolutionary team can persist until now. Behind him, there are several evolutionaries, 3 men and 2 women. Except for the beautiful woman who was protected in the middle, everyone else was injured. And the beautiful woman who was protected in the middle held a magic staff shining with light green light in her hand, and continuously sprinkled pieces of green light towards the surroundings. The sprinkled green light has magical healing and recovery power, constantly recovering the injuries and physical strength of people around. Being able to persist until now amidst the attacks of so many monsters, the contribution of this woman must not be underestimated. Maybe you can persist for a while. Can you persist until all the monsters here are killed? I'm sorry everyone, I have harmed you. If I hadn't requested to come here, we wouldn't have ended up in such a situation. The woman in the middle with the staff said. Her beautiful big eyes were already filled with tears. Her name is Yining Shuang, and she is an evolutionary in Qinghai City, which is 300 kilometers away from Nanxi Zoo. 3 days ago, she sneaked out from Qinghai City and came here with a dozen evolutionaries from her family. As for the reason for coming, it was to search for a kind of medicinal material on a certain mountain in Nanxi Zoo. Now that the medicinal materials have been found, people are trapped on the top of the mountain at the Nanxi City Zoo. Numerous monsters besieged, and after a few hours, the survivors were only a few of them. If things don't turn around, then they will surely die within an hour. The tall man standing at the forefront of the defense line split a giant wolf in half with an axe. Don't say that. We are here to find medicinal materials for the leader, who would have known that there would be so many monsters here. Below the mountain, on the top floor of a certain building in Nanxi Zoo, a human figure stood upright, with a pair of golden eyes staring at the direction of the mountain top. Grinning his teeth, he seemed a little impatient. This is a mutant monkey monster with considerable strength. It is the king of this generation of Nanxi Zoo. The arrival of the evolutionary red mist allowed this guy to successfully mutate, possessing a mind comparable to that of a human being, and even able to speak human words. Yining Shuang took people to Nanxi Zoo to look for medicinal materials, but was discovered by a group of birds and mutant beasts. The mutant monkey monster went up to take a look, and immediately took a fancy to Yining Shuang's beauty. It wanted to grab Yining Shuang as his wife. This is a primate creature, and its aesthetics are getting closer and closer to that of humans. In the eyes of this monkey, beauties among humans are also beauties. Unable to bear the thoughts in his heart, the monkey monster ordered his mutant beasts to attack. It's a pity that these evolutionaries occupy the favorable position on the top of the mountain, and they survived for such a long time, and killed so many of their subordinates during the period, which made the monkey monster quite angry. After hesitating again and again, the monkey monster decided to take action himself, kill those annoying humans, and then snatch Yining Shuang back, and then live a happy sex life, if possible. Give himself a few more beautiful monkeys covered in fluff, baby. Isn't it beautiful? Damn evolutionary. Monkey monster gritted his teeth and decided to take action himself. But at this moment, a few black crows the size of an eagle fell from midair and chirped for a while in front of the monkey monster. Hearing the words, the monkey monster looked up towards the sky, and couldn't help but widen its eyes. I saw a person appeared in the sky at an unknown time. A man with wings. Needless to say, this person is Lin Yu. At the same time, Yining Shuang and others who were besieged on the top of the mountain also noticed the existence of Lin Yu. Look, everyone, there's someone there. A Ling, another female evolutionary in the team, pointed in the direction of Lin Yu in the sky and shouted. Several people who were fighting heard the words, and took advantage of the gap in the battle to look towards the sky. Standing in front of him, the big man nicknamed Iron Head even rubbed his eyes vigorously when he saw Lin Yu. What the hell? People with wings can fly. Yining Shuang also saw Lin Yu, and opened her mouth slightly, a little surprised. No matter how you say it, she can be regarded as a big shot in the base city of Qinghai City. She has seen thousands of evolutionaries, but she can fly, but this is the first time she has seen it. After seeing Lin Yu, a Ling was very excited. In her opinion, maybe she and others will be saved. A man who can fly must not be weak in strength. This is what a Ling thinks. Hey, look here, can you save us? We are the evolutionaries of Qinghai Chengji City. A Ling shouted at Lin Yu in the sky. Chu Jian, who was resisting the monster beside him, gave a wry smile. Stop shouting. We are in such a dangerous situation now, it's no wonder people come down. But a Ling didn't think so. She felt that she should seize this unique opportunity. Even if Lin Yu can't save everyone, at least take Miss Yining Shuang out. In the sky, Lin Yu flapped the wings of the sky to maintain his body floating in the air. Attribute increase, because he brought a very keen sense of hearing. Although the monsters roared constantly below, a Ling's cry for help still reached his ears. Before any reaction was made, a system prompt sounded in Lin Yu's mind. It is detected that the host has called for help. Please make a choice immediately. Option 1. Find a way to rescue and break out with the surviving evolutionary. If the breakout is successful, you will be rewarded with Bajan Treasure Chest 1, Strengthening Stone 2, and Power Crystal 10. Option 2. Ignore the call for help from the besieged evolutionary, leave here, and reward Bajan Treasure Chest *1, Strengthening Stone *10, and Supernatural Power Crystal Decay. As always, 2 options. The first option is Rescue, which rewards Bajan Treasure Chest, Strengthening Stones and Power Crystals. The second option is Ignore, and the rewards are slightly inferior to the first option. So, to save or not to save? This is a problem for Lin Yu. If you want to save, he is capable of saving, but the question is, why do you want to save? He, Lin Yu, is not willing to do things that have no benefits and have to take risks. After thinking for a while, Lin Yu finally made a decision. He wants to save. As for the reason, it was because his team lacked a priest. It can be said that Yining Shuang is very powerful because she can hold a staff and continue to support other evolutionaries until now. Now Lin Yu needs this kind of partner. Wouldn't it be nice to see if we can think of a way to keep Yining Shuang at that time? Look at Yining Shuang again. She looks quite pretty. It would be a pity if she was torn apart in the wave of monsters. As for the others except Yining Shuang, Lin Yu was not that interested. I choose one. After saying that, Lin Yu's figure flashed, and he flew towards the besieged mountain top. When a Ling saw Lin Yu flying, she was overjoyed. Great, he's here, miss, we're saved. But before she could finish her words, the screams of Chu Jian and another evolutionary suddenly came from behind her. Looking back, the 2 of them had been dragged into the wave of monsters and were instantly engulfed. It turned out that when Lin Yu was rushing towards this side, the monkey monster below instinctively felt threatened, so he roared and gave the order to attack with all his strength. Even it itself, using all 4 limbs, rushed towards this side quickly. The situation became very critical at one point. The evolutionary team, which was already close to running out of ammunition and food, fell into infinite danger in an instant. Before Lin Yu arrived, the other 2 evolutionaries except Titu and Yining Shuang also became food for the monster. Yining Shuang cried. If she hadn't made a decision on her own, a Ling, Chu Jian and others would not have ended up like this. The iron head roared continuously, and the axe weighing 100 caddies was violently danced by him, sending monsters flying out. The monsters that kept attacking him also left wounds on his body. Blood dripping, flesh and blood flying. Finally, Lin Yu descended, and before he descended, he released Wing Slash and instantly pierced through several monsters approaching Yining Shuang. Seeing Lin Yu falling down, Tai Tu spat out a mouthful of blood. Brother, we are the evolutionaries of the Yi family in Qinghai City Base City. Unfortunately we were besieged by monsters. Now, I beg you to do one thing. Let my miss take out these crystals, as a reward. As he said that, Tai Tu took off a cloth bag from his waist, and there were some crystals in it, which were also harvested by their group these days. Titu doesn't know if Lin Yu is good or bad, but now this is the only way to save Yining Shuang's life. She can die, but Yining Shuang absolutely wants to go back alive. Yining Shuang was already crying like a tearful person, and kept waving the staff in her hand, trying to heal the wound on Titu. However, after a long period of high-intensity release therapy, the strength has long been exhausted, and now my mind is full of dizziness. How can I release it? The situation was critical. Lin Yu was not polite to Titu, and took the crystal from the latter's hand. Sorry, I can only take one person out. Tai Tu laughed miserably when he heard the words. It's okay, I'm already very satisfied to be able to live in this damn world till now. Let's go, brother. I don't want Titu. Let's go with the family. Okay. Yining Shuang shouted. Tai Tu shook his head, not because he didn't want to leave, but because he couldn't. Miss, I'm sorry. Ironhead can no longer protect you. After finishing speaking, Ironhead roared and jumped into the wave of monsters below. Use your own body to block more monsters from approaching here. Yining Shuang's face turned pale, and finally she was unable to resist the dizziness in her head and passed out. Seeing more and more monsters, Lin Yu gritted his teeth, hugged Yining Shuang by the waist, and flapped his wings to fly high into the sky. Not to mention, Yining Shuang's body is quite soft. But now Lin Yu has no time to care about these. Because at this moment, dozens of mutated strange birds appeared in front of him. The sharp bird pecks shone with a cold light, and if it took a bite on the body, there would be a blood hole. Let go of my woman. A roar came from the mountain below. Lin Yu looked down and saw a mutant monkey monster standing where Yining Shuang and the others were standing just now, glaring at him with bared teeth, eyes full of anger. Damn. You're so King good at talking, you've become a genius. Lin Yu clicked his tongue a little. But what surprised him even more was what the monkey monster said. Let go of its woman. What do you mean? Could it be that this guy regards Yining Shuang in his arms as his own woman? Damn. As a monkey, can you be a little self-aware? It would be great to find a female monkey. Why do you want to look at humans? The mutated monkey monster has no ability to fly. Seeing Yining Shuang being taken away by Lin Yu, he could only scream on the ground. But the zoo here has a special bird breeding area. After the end of the world, these birds also evolved into mutant beasts. At this moment, under the command of the mutant monkey monster, a swarm of bees rushed towards Lin Yu. Damn it. Seeing this scene, Lin Yu cursed secretly, and activated the wing-slashing skill of Skywings, instantly piercing through the approaching monster birds. Then the wings of the sky trembled, pushing the body to fly in the direction of Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru. It's not that Lin Yu doesn't have the ability to fight at high altitudes, but Lin Yu is still holding Yining Shuang in his hand, and Lin Yu can't use his fists. For safety, he can only find a place to put the girl down first, and then try to find a way to deal with the girl behind him. Mutant bird. The monkey below screamed angrily when he saw Lin Yu leave. Follow me. After all, he stepped on the skulls of other mutant beasts and galloped down from the top of the mountain. Not far away, Zhang Xin and Zhang Sheng, who were waiting in place, also noticed the movement here. Sister, look! Zhang Ru exclaimed, pointing to somewhere in the sky. Zhang Xin looked in the direction Zhang Ru pointed, and his expression changed drastically. I saw Lin Yu flying towards this direction, holding a woman in his arms, and behind him, dozens of mutated strange birds followed like dark clouds. Quick! Get ready to attack. Cover your husband and come down, Zhang Xin said. The situation was critical, and it was too late for her to care about who the woman in Lin Yu's arms was. The little girl Zhang Ru moved quickly, raised the frost crossbow, and aimed at the mutant bird behind Lin Yu. Pull the trigger, and the ice crystal crossbow arrows shot out one after another, breaking through the air, rubbing against Lin Yu's body, and shooting behind him. Puff, puff a few times. Several strange birds were hit, their bodies were stunned, and finally fell from the air due to inertia, hitting the concrete floor of the park, and smashed into a pool of rotten meat in an instant. Lin Yu took this opportunity to land quickly, found a bench in the park, and put Yining Shuang down. Then let go and release several wind blades, instantly cutting dozens of mutated monster birds chasing in half. Zhang Ru put down the frost crossbow, leaned forward, pointed at Yining Shuang on the bench and said, "Who is she?" Lin Yu smiled wryly. "I'll talk about this later, let's settle the matter in front of me first." The thing in front of me? Zhang Ru was a little surprised. What does Lin Yu mean by this? Before Lin Yu could answer, the three of them felt the ground under their feet start to vibrate, as if thousands of horses were galloping nearby, trampling the ground slightly. And now it is not the horses that are causing this vibration, but countless mutant beasts. At the end of the three people's field of vision, a torrent of mutant beasts was rapidly approaching. The one who ran in the front was the mutant monkey monster, grinning his teeth, and the yellow hair on his body exploded, obviously extremely angry. It already regards Yining Shuang as its own woman, but now, she is snatched away by Lin Yu. This is unbearable. The hatred of taking one's wife is irreconcilable. Zhang Xin was alright, but Zhang Ru turned pale when she saw the rushing torrent in front of her. Lin Yu waved his hand and took out a great return pill, and handed it to Zhang Ru. Feed her to eat. Zhang Ru nodded, squeezed the Da Huan pill and threw it into Yining Shuang's mouth. The situation is critical, and it is inevitable that it will be a bit cumbersome to bring such an unconscious person. Lin Yu and Zhang Xin held their respective weapons and stared straight ahead. A torrent of mutated beasts swept in quickly. Lin Yu held a bright silver gun in his hand, and took the lead of a sunset rainbow, piercing through the bodies of dozens of monsters in an instant. Dozens of monsters fell to the ground and were trampled into rotten flesh by the monsters behind. Then came the Windblade, and waved out several Windblades, which swept out and cut the mutant beasts down the middle. Lin Yu's explosive attack instantly enraged the mutant monkey monster. With a roar, he rushed towards Lin Yu quickly. Lin Yu, expressionless, glanced at the attributes of the mutant monkey monster. Mutant monkey monster, Tier 2 mutant beast, physique, 356. Strength, 389. Agility, 324. Spirit, 321. Skills. Feral Madness, Deadly Charge. There's something about this monkey. Lin Yu sighed softly. The attribute of the mutant monkey monster is the strongest attribute creature that Lin Yu has seen so far besides his own. But compared to him as an extraordinary person, he is still a lot worse. The wings of the sky trembled, and Lin Yu took the initiative to meet the mutant monkey monster. Lin Yu is very interested in the crystal of the second-order monster. On the other side, Zhang Xin turned into a double swordsman with a green blade in his right hand and a green sword in his left hand. A whirlwind slashed past, and instantly turned into a wild wave, spinning forward. The sound of puff 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 was endless, and the mutant beasts that approached one after another were beheaded. Blood was sprinkled all over the ground, and the pieces of meat were flying. The battle is about to start. After Zhang Ru fed Yining Shuang the Da Huan Dan, she also withdrew to join the battle. The frost crossbow fired uninterruptedly, and one after another the frost arrows poured into the group of mutant beasts ahead. After hitting the target, the ice arrow exploded, and the scattered ice crystals slowed down the movement of nearby mutant beasts, providing Lin Huang and others with a better chance to attack. In fact, not all mutant beasts are powerful, only a small number of boss-level mutant beasts have very high attributes. Ordinary mutated beasts are actually no different from zombies. Now Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru's actions are completely cutting leaks. A large number of mutated beasts have been killed, and the aisles in the park are full of corpses of various colors. Humans, you all deserve to die. The mutated monkey roared. Suddenly, the red light on his body rose sharply, enveloping its body in an instant, and then the body became bigger and expanded. There were still some human beings whose bodies suddenly became huge. Their bodies were covered with brown thick hair, and their muscles were knotted. Lin Yu glanced at the attributes of this monkey monster again. Damn, it has increased by more than 0.5 times than before. No wonder this guy can become the king here, with such a powerful ability as 2.0, and an intelligence that is not inferior to human beings. It is no wonder that he is not a king. But what if the attribute is enhanced? In Lin Yu's eyes, it is still a moving crystal. Gripping the barrel of the gun tightly, he stepped forward. With the speed bonus of the wings of the sky, the mutant monkey monster couldn't keep up with Lin Yu's speed at all. After several rounds, this guy had a lot of wounds on his body. The pain in the body made the monkey monster a little crazy, raised his fist and smashed his brother's chest loudly, as if this could vent the anger in his heart. Lin Yu kept moving, and continued to attack around the mutant monkey monster. Spear bursts, wind blades whistling, coupled with the suppression of strength, the mutant monkey monster quickly fell into a disadvantage. This guy was very angry, and after a roar, he released a fatal charge towards Lin Yu, turned into a black shadow, and rushed towards Lin Yu quickly. Lin Yu's pupils shrunk. He was not afraid. The wings of the sky fluttered. He retreated a few meters, and charged forward. The gentian bright silver gun is wrapped with sharp power, shining with scarlet luster, and the Chenghong sunset is activated. Two high-speed moving figures quickly approached, and then passed by each other. The moment after the staggering, the mutated monkey monster's eyes widened, and because of inertia, its body, which had grown 5 meters in size, slammed into the wall of the park like a locomotive. Finally, with a bang, the wall collapsed, and the mutant monkey monster also fell down at the same time. On its neck, there is already a blood hole. At the moment when he collided with Lin Yu before, the setting sun and Cheng Hong instantly pierced through this guy's body. The collapse of the mutated monkey monster immediately attracted the attention of other monsters around. A big lion over 8 meters long roared and ran towards Lin Yu. It is the most powerful general under the mutated monkey monster, and is loyal to the mutated monkey monster. Seeing his boss belching at this moment, he is very angry. The limbs moved, and the mouth was full of blood. Several sound waves visible to the naked eye spread out in all directions. Lin Yu was a little surprised that this guy could have sonic skills. He was far away, and the sound waves emitted by the big lion basically disappeared in front of him. But Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru were in a bit of a panic. Ying was forced back several meters by the sound wave. Court death. Zhang Xin has a violent temper, and when he was attacked at the moment, he cursed secretly, and rushed forward with Qingfeng in hand. The furious swordsman's additional skill Whirlwind Slash was activated, and Zhang Xin turned into a whirlwind, spinning forward. It roared past, leaving dozens of wounds on the big lion in an instant. The lion suffers and fights with Zhang Xin. Zhang Ru got up from the ground, stroked her disheveled hair, and waved her small fists. "Sister, come on, kill this guy, kill him." Lin Yu. The wings of the sky shook, pushing the body and flying forward. He had seen the lion's attributes, and it barely passed the second level, so it was just right to hand it over to Zhang Xin. After changing her job to be a violent swordsman, she needs such an enemy worthy of her face. Flying in the air, looking down, Lin Yu saw a dark wave of monsters rushing towards Amy. Although the death of the mutated monkey monster made some monsters want to escape. But helplessly, more monsters advocated attacking, and those monsters who wanted to escape were pushed towards the battlefield by other companions behind them. Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru formed a line of defense, crazily harvesting all the monsters that came. There are too many monsters, which can be blocked for a while, but they cannot be blocked for a lifetime. Lin Yu thought for a while, and took out the scroll of the Ice Storm Forbidden Curse that he had obtained from Wang Mingyi with his wrist. It's time to let this thing shine. Using the wings of the sky, Lin Yu flew to the center of the battlefield, tore up the scroll in his hand, and threw it into the wave of monsters below. Then he incited the wings of the sky to retreat quickly. Just as Lin Yu withdrew for a distance of 100 meters, the forbidden spell scroll took effect. In an instant, endless cold air radiated towards the surroundings with the scroll as the center. Click click click. The cold wind hits, and ice crystals suddenly appear. The monsters approaching the scroll were frozen by ice crystals and became lifelike ice sculptures. The speed at which the ice crystals spread continued unabated, expanding rapidly. A world of ice and snow is quietly taking shape. The monster frozen into an ice sculpture still retains its previous posture. Some are running, and some are opening their huge mouths, with various postures, dazzling people. But this scene lasted only a few seconds before it was broken. In the high sky covered by the ice and snowstorm, dark clouds flashed, and ice cones with a length of several tens of centimeters poured down. Like rain, it falls vertically, instantly pierced through the ice sculpture below. Soon, within a diameter of 200 meters around the scroll, all the mutant beasts had turned into ice sculptures, and were then stabbed to death by ice picks. Only a very small number of boss-level mutant beasts are still lingering on the ice, with serious injuries. Lin Yu returned to the place where the sister flowers were and fell from the sky. Zhang Xin is still fighting with the mutant lion. And Zhang Ru rubbed her arms and stomped her feet, her teeth chattered and she looked at the ice crystal world in front of her. Okay. It's so cold, my husband. Did you release this? Lin Yu waved his hand to call out a flame, and sent it to Zhang Ru, quickly warming up the little girl. The battle is not over yet, hurry up and recover. While Lin Yu was warming up to the fire for Zhang Ru, Yining Shuang, who had been lying on the bench before, slowly opened her eyes. Under the erosion of the cold air, the undried teardrops in the corners of the eyes froze into pale white ice crystals, which looked extremely beautiful. She sat up slowly, glanced around, saw Lin Yu and others, and at the same time saw the corpses of mutant beasts all over the place, and a world of ice and snow hundreds of meters in front of her, her heart was full of doubts. Just now, when I fell asleep, what happened? The medicinal effect of Dahuandin has penetrated into her limbs and bones, and now Yining Shuang's body has fully recovered. After getting up, he immediately saw the flying man who brought him out, bit his red lip, and walked towards Lin Yu. "You. Hello." Yining Shuang greeted softly. Hearing the voice from behind, Lin Yu and Zhang Ru looked back at the same time. "You're awake," Zhang Ru said happily. Yining Shuang nodded, and slightly bowed to Lin Yu. "Thank you for saving me. It's just entrusted by others, can you fight now?" Lin Yu said, while releasing the detection skill on Yining Shuang. "Speaking of bringing this guy for so long, I still don't know what attributes and skills this guy has." Name: Yining Shuang, First Order Evolutionary. Physique: 186 Strength, 185 Agility, 172. Spirit: 236 Skill. Healing Technique. After release, it can restore the injury of the designated target, and at the same time restore the strength of the designated target, prolonging the fighting time, and the release will consume part of the mental power. After seeing Yining Shuang's attributes and skills, Lin Yu narrowed his eyes slightly, and he guessed right, Yining Shuang is a priest. No wonder those evolutionists like Iron Head and Chu Jian could persist for so long, and most of them were due to this Yining Shuang. Otherwise, facing so many monsters' continuous attacks, this evolutionary team would have been swallowed into dry bones long ago. Yining Shuang felt her body, she was no longer as weak as before, and it could even be said that she had recovered to her best condition. Now nodded. Seeing this, Lin Yu snapped his fingers. "Okay, you follow us for now, and clean up all the monsters here first." After finishing speaking, regardless of whether Yining Shuang agreed or not, she rushed out with a bright silver gun. But Zhang Ru walked up to Yining Shuang. "Hi, my name is Zhang Ru. What's your name?" "Yining Shuang." Yining Shuang said. Ning Shuang, nice name, let's go," Zhang Ru said, walking forward. Yining Shuang was a little hesitant. Now that she still has important tasks to do, staying here to fight, is it really okay? But think about it, my life was saved by Lin Yu. Even if I want to leave, I have to say hello, and more importantly, with my own strength, it is a bit difficult to return to the base city of Qinghai. Instead of this, it's better to stay here temporarily, and negotiate with Lin Yu after the battle here is over. That man is very strong, and see if he can send himself back to Qinghai base city. Yining Shuang thought so in her heart. With a plan in mind, Yining Shuang followed Zhang Ru obediently. At the same time, the battle between Zhang Xin and the mutant lion has come to an end. After a bit of manipulation, Zhang Xin knelt down on one knee, holding Qing Feng tightly. The big lion behind her grunted and fell to the ground. Seeing this, Zhang Ru clapped her little hands. "That's amazing, this is my sister Zhang Xin." Yining Shuang smiled at Zhang Xin, then waved her hand and cast a healing spell on Zhang Xin. A burst of green light fell, and the several wounds on Zhang Xin's arms healed quickly. The physical strength consumed by fighting with the mutant lion is also quickly restored. Noticing these changes, Zhang Xin was amazed and looked at Yining Shuang. "Thank you." Yining Shuang bowed slightly. "You're welcome, my name is Yining Shuang, hello." People from big families are different, they are very strict in every word and deed. After the three of them greeted each other, they walked forward together. The footsteps picked the ice crystals, making a clicking sound. Yining Shuang frowned slightly, she didn't remember when there was such a place here. Yining Shuang was even more surprised when she saw the various monsters wrapped in the ice crystals. How could someone unleash such a powerful ability? Or could it be said that the things releasing these ice crystals are related to the classics that I once saw in the family study? Before Yining Shuang could think about it, the sound of fighting came from the front again. "Quick, go and have a look," Zhang Xin greeted, and ran forward first. Zhang Ru and Yining Shuang quickly followed. Soon, the three of them saw the battlefield ahead. Lin Yu was confronting a giant snake over 15 meters long. What makes people feel scalp numb is that this giant snake is black all over, and there is more than one head on its head. Near a big snake head, there are actually small snake heads that look like hair. It is densely packed, twisting around the snake's head, making people look goosebumps all over. Sensing Zhang Xin and others coming, Lin Yu stretched out his hand. Stop, don't come over, this guy is very dangerous. Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru believed in Lin Yu's words very much, and they all stopped at this moment. Yining Shuang also looked around, and suddenly saw several stone sculptures standing near the big snake. Her eyes widened. Stone carvings, giant snakes with snake heads. This is Medusa. Yining Shuang blurted out. When Lin Yu heard this, she looked at Yining Shuang in surprise. How did this guy know about Medusa? Could it be that she also has similar detection skills? Just now, Lin Yu took the lead to step into the battlefield, and the release of the ice storm scared away most of the unfrozen mutant beasts. Only some boss-level monsters remained, and this giant snake was one of them. Lin Yu didn't think much at first, and shot directly, but he didn't expect that when the giant snake shook its head, the eyes of dozens of small snake heads near the snake's head all shone with a pale white light. Lin Yu instinctively sensed the danger, and immediately moved aside. The mutated beasts that had turned into ice sculptures behind Lin Yu were instantly petrified by the white light and turned into stone sculptures. Lin Yu was stunned, and took advantage of the gap to release detection skills at the giant snake. Medusa. Second order variant. Physique. 322. Strength. 314 agility. 301 spirit. 342. Skills. Deadly coil. Eye of Medusa. 2 skills. Deadly coiling is okay, it is a skill that all snake creatures have. But the Eye of Medusa caught Lin Yu's attention. Medusa's Eye. The legendary magic snake Medusa's unique skill is to make the target petrify by looking at the target. The stronger the target is, the lower the success rate of petrification is. After petrification, conventional methods cannot recover. After seeing this skill, Lin Yu suddenly had an idea. The eyes of Medusa and his own golden pupils belong to the ability of eyes. In that case, doesn't it mean that the two abilities can be synthesized? Lin Yu was quite moved by the bug-level attributes of the Eye of Medusa. Now I have an idea. At this moment, Yining Shuang's exclamation successfully attracted Medusa's attention. The guy turned his head, because the dozens of small snake heads attached to the snake head all looked at Yining Shuang and the others. Lin Yu was shocked when she saw this, and quickly shouted, "Turn around quickly, don't look into her eyes." Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru didn't understand Lin Yu's meaning, but Yining Shuang had quick eyes and quick hands, and pulled the two girls to run towards the other side. The moment they ran, the two girls naturally looked back. Medusa activated Medusa's Eye and fell into the air, and the angry snake made hissing sounds frequently. However, the Eye of Medusa cannot be activated continuously. It has just been released and needs to wait for a while. Lin Yu has already seen this pattern, and now there is an extra skill copy card in his hand. The wings of the sky startled, and he shouted at Medusa, "Hey, look here." Sure enough, Medusa fell into the trap, looking at Lin Yu. In an instant, Medusa's dozens of pairs of eyes successfully met Lin Yu's eyes, and the golden pupils activated. The next moment, Medusa's body became sluggish, and even the snake's body, which was twisting constantly behind her, calmed down at this moment. Lin Yu's attribute is too high, and once the golden pupil is activated, it is almost 100% successful. Taking advantage of Medusa being controlled, Lin Yu was dissatisfied with the movement, and dodged forward, and the skill duplication card in his hand stuck to Medusa's forehead with a snap. The skill copy card has been successfully used. Please select the copy skill. The system's prompt sounded. The Eye of Medusa. Lin Yu said hastily, "Copy successful." As soon as the words fell, the skill duplication card attached to Medusa's forehead fell off automatically, and Lin Yu grabbed it and pulled away. Just at this moment, Medusa had also woken up, and a thick tail of the water tank was drawn over, and Lin Yu punched her flying. While flying away, he slapped the card that successfully copied the Eye of Medusa in his hand. Successfully learned the ability, Eye of Medusa. It has been detected that the Eye of Medusa and the Golden Eye belong to the same type of skill, Do you need to spend a skill synthesis card to synthesize it? The system asked again. Synthesis. Lin Yu ordered. A flash of light flashed in Lin Yu's eyes, followed by a stabbing pain. After the pain disappeared, Lin Yu opened his eyes. His pupils turned into vertical pupils, and they were golden in color. What animal will have vertical pupils? Only snake creatures will have them. Golden Eye and Medusa's Eye were successfully fused, and a new skill, Golden Medusa's Eye Factory, was acquired. Golden Eye of Medusa. When activated, the initiator's eyes switch to vertical pupils, looking directly at the target's eyes. 100% stuns the opponent, causing mental shock, and has a chance to directly petrify the target. Releasing it again can remove the target's petrification effect. If the petrification effect is not removed for a long time, it will be permanently petrified. After seeing the introduction of the Golden Eye of Medusa, Lin Yu yelled awesome. It seems that he was right to choose to copy and synthesize the Eye of Medusa this time. The miraculous effect after merging with his own golden pupil is simply too powerful. 100% caused dizziness, the chance of petrification. Before the golden pupil only had a chance to cause dizziness, now it has become 100%. Doesn't that mean that whoever Lin Yu stares at will be controlled? During the battle, he shouted, "Hey, grandson, look at this 190 miles. I believe that 99.9% of the opponents will look this way, and when they look at it, their brains are buzzing, and they don't know anything." When he woke up again, he probably burped his fart. Of course, this skill can be used suddenly, and if it is used too much, it will have no effect. If the other party does not look into your eyes, 100% dizziness is useless. As for petrification, this is an advanced version of control. It turned into a stone sculpture and couldn't move at all. If Lin Yu didn't lift it, he would be dead. Now, after the skill synthesis is complete, this Medusa has lost its value, and it is time to contribute the crystals in its skull. Lin Yu raised his hand tightly to the barrel of the silver gun, and smiled evilly at Medusa. "Little snake, look into my eyes." As expected, Medusa was obedient, and dozens of snake heads all looked at Lin Yu, and when they were about to release the cooled Medusa's eye, Lin Yu was already a step ahead. The pupils of both eyes instantly turned into vertical pupils, and a burst of golden light flashed. Medusa only felt that her body began to gradually become petrified. Click click click. After a slight sound, Medusa has turned into a giant stone sculpture with a length of more than 10 meters. The two sharp fangs were bent and shone coldly. Perhaps, it didn't know until its death why its famous stunt reached Lin Ziwang. And why did he die under his famous stunt? The scene of petrifying Medusa fell into the eyes of Zhang Ru and others. Several people ran over from a distance with their eyes wide open. "That's amazing, husband. What kind of ability do you have?" Zhang Ru asked while looking at the petrified Medusa. Lin Yu snapped his fingers. "Eye of Medusa, have you heard of it?" Zhang Ru and Zhang Xin lost their minds for a while. Yi Ningshuang reacted instantly, and murmured, "The eyes of Medusa, the legendary magic snake Medusa's unique skill, looking directly into the target's eyes can turn the target into petrification." There are also a lot of explanations in the back. The level of detail makes Lin Yu secretly click his tongue. Who is this guy, and how did he know such details? Zhang Xin also noticed that there is no accumulation, and looked at Yi Ningshuang. "How do you know this?" Yi Ningshuang's face froze, and she realized that she had slipped her tongue, and quickly changed her words. "I have liked to study various fairy tales since I was a child, and I have seen these stories in fairy tales." Zhang Xin was a little suspicious. Lin Yu also squinted his eyes, as seen in fairy tales, is it true? Before Yi Ningshuang spit out Medusa's name, Lin Yu had already attracted Lin Yu's attention, and now she also mentioned various details about Medusa's eye, which made Lin Yu even more wary. But he didn't show too much, nodded and said, "I have seen this introduction in fairy tales, it is indeed true." Yi Ningshuang breathed a sigh of relief upon hearing this. With the coming of the end of the world, she felt that her family was not simple. This time when she went back, she must study the classics in her father's study. "Honey, where are we going now?" Zhang Ru ran over at this time. Lin Yu looked up at the sky. It was already dusk. The golden sky was slanting westward, and it won't be long before it will be completely night here. Glancing at the corpses of the mutant beasts around, Lin Yu gripped the bright silver gun tightly. It's getting late, don't delay. Hurry up and clean up the battlefield, collect all the crystals here, and then leave here. Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru nodded when they heard the words, took out their weapons, and began to clean up the battlefield. Lin Yu was no exception. The previous battle lasted for a long time, and he had already killed half of the mutant beasts gathered in the zoo. As for the rest, they have basically done bird and animal scatter, and returned to the forest behind the park, and they will definitely not come out for a while. Lin Yu is not interested in going into those big jungle adventures at night, so cleaning up the battlefield at this moment is the kingly way. Holding a bright silver gun, Lin Yu sliced open Medusa's largest snakehead with one shot. Although it had been completely petrified, Lin Yu still found the existence of crystals after breaking open the snake's head. It was a light blue crystal, a second-order crystal, which is hard to come by. After finishing these, Lin Yu will move towards a mutant monkey monster. This guy's attributes are more powerful, so there must be some good things coming out. Seeing that everyone was busy, Yining Shuang felt embarrassed to stand there, took out the dagger tied to her leg, and joined the team of excavating crystals. Lin Yu broke open the skull of the mutated monkey monster, and saw two groups of monkey brains with excellent appearance. If it weren't for the fact that this guy is really disgusting, these two groups of things would be a delicious food. Stirring the tip of the gun a few times in his skull, Lin Yu successfully picked out a second-order blue crystal and a small scroll. It is much smaller than the scrolls of Forbidden Curse from Ice Storm and Skyfire. The whole body is blood red. Open it and have a look. B-level Forbidden Curse Scroll. Bloodthirsty Rage. After using it, it can increase the fighting power of 10 targets within 100 meters in diameter by 50%. They will fight bravely without fear of injury. It lasts for 1 hour. After 1 hour, the effect disappears, and the target will be killed. Will fall into a period of weakness. First of all, without mentioning the role of the Bloodthirsty Rage, it was said that the scroll came from a mutant monkey monster, which made Lin Yu react instantly. Back then Wang Mingyi possessed the Scroll of Ice and Snowstorm, which surprised him until now. At this moment, he finally understood, so this thing can explode from the monster's body? This is amazing, the previous doubts are all solved at this moment. Bloodthirsty Berserk, a B-level forbidden spell skill, is not a direct attack skill, but an auxiliary skill. After using it, 10 targets can be selected to enhance their combat effectiveness, but after the battle, they will fall into a period of weakness. The effect of the skill is a bit tasteless, but if it comes to the end of the road, this thing can be used. About half an hour later, the battlefield was cleaned up. This time, there were not many mutant beasts killed by 3 people alone, only a few hundred. But in the middle of the battle, an ice storm from Lin Yu turned 6,000 or 7,000 mutant beasts in the range into ice sculptures, which was quite a feat. Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru handed the cloth bag containing the crystals to Lin Yu, and Yining Shuang did the same. It was the first time she had seen so many crystals, it was impossible not to be moved. But she knew better that this was Lin Yu's stuff, and she couldn't have it anymore. Glancing at the sky that was about to completely darken, Lin Yu waved. "Let's go, let me rest first." After all, he took the lead and walked out of the park. Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru quickly followed. But Yining Shuang turned her head 3 times a step, her eyes kept looking at the distant mountain, where 5 or 6 of her companions died. Iron Head, a Ling, Chu Jian. Thinking of their laughing figures in front of her in the past, Yining Shuang's eye sockets became a little brighter again. Just as she was dazed, Zhang Ru suddenly took her arm. "What's wrong with you?" Yining Shuang shook her head, holding back the tears in her eyes. "I'm fine, let's go." When she said this in her childhood, Yining Shuang had secretly sworn in her heart that as long as she was alive in this world, she would definitely kill some mutant zombies, for her companions, for everyone in this world. To avenge the Yi family members who died in the catastrophe. Lin Yu also noticed the situation here, but he didn't speak. The situation was critical at the time, and even he couldn't save everyone. The 4 of them left the park, found a residential building nearby, and walked in. Before the end of the world, Nanshi Zoo is a 4A level scenic spot. Near the park, there are naturally many restaurants, hotels, and a series of living facilities attached to the park. Therefore, although this place is remote, it has a self-contained town structure, which is just right for Lin Yu and others to live in. After finding a fairly clean suite, Lin Yu took out the emergency light in his personal space and hung it on the wall to provide lighting for the entire room. Then he took out the stove and asked Zhang Xin to start cooking. Yi Ningshuang was shocked when she saw the miraculous scene of Lin Yu waving something out. She had seen this ability in the family classics before, and it seemed to be called storage space. I didn't expect Lin Yu to have such a trick. Who the hell is he? Lin Yu sat on the sofa and began to count today's harvest. Kill thousands of monsters, harvest 325 ordinary crystals, 65 first-order green crystals, 3 second-order blue crystals, 1 scroll of forbidden spells. Of course, these do not include the ones given to Lin Yu by the Iron Head before. A big bag, probably quite a few. Not long after, the aroma of vegetables came. Zhang Xin greeted. Zhang Ruhan put a few small dishes on the coffee table. This luncheon meat, canned fish, cooked noodles and many other foods. Let's eat. Zhang Xin greeted. Lin Yu and the others picked up the tableware and started to eat. Yi Ningshuang was a little reserved at first, but then she let go and followed Lin Yu and the others to read. Sleeping in the wilderness, she doesn't have the same storage method as Lin Yu, so she can't find normal food to fill her stomach. In the past few days, I have been eating dry food and compressed biscuits brought out of curry from the family warehouse. Now I eat normal food and my appetite has widened. 20 minutes later, the few people had enough to eat and drink, and after simply tidying up the tableware, they began to allocate living conditions. This residential-style suite has 3 bedrooms and 1 living room, so it's easy to handle, and Yi Ningshuang has 1 room. As for the rest of Lin Yu, Zhang Xin, and Zhang Ru, the 3 of them can share a room. Anyway, it's not like they haven't slept like this before. After making the arrangements, Yi Ningshuang still hesitated, biting her red lips for a while before walking in front of Lin Yu. Mr. Lin, I have a request. Lin Yu's expression froze. Request? What request? Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru also looked at Yi Ningshuang, wondering what she wanted to say. I am an evolutionary from the Yi family in Qinghai Base City. I came out this time to find medicinal herbs for my father. Now that the medicinal herbs are found, all my companions are dead. So, now I would like to invite you to do me a favor and send me back to Qinghai Base City. For this, I am willing to pay any reward. Yi Ningshuang said these words very sincerely. She also said these words after she was forced to have no choice. My father is still waiting for his medicinal materials to go back to save his life. There is really no delay. But the journey back to Qinghai Base City is far away, and she, Yi Ningshuang, is just a priest and doesn't have much fighting power. It's okay if she doesn't encounter danger, but once she encounters danger, how will she, Yi Ningshuang, resist? After several hours of getting along, Yi Ningshuang has roughly seen Lin Yu's character. I don't know if he can be classified as a good person, but at least, he is definitely not a vicious villain. Otherwise, there was no need to take the risk to save himself. But how did Yi Ningshuang know that Lin Yu saved her only because of her ability and for the system's mission rewards? The host, please make a choice immediately. Option 1. Ignore Yi Ningshuang's request, not go to the base city of Qinghai, and reward Gold Treasure Box 2, First Level Strengthening Stone 10, and Supernatural Power Crystal 5. Option 2. Agree to Yi Ningshuang's request, take her to the base city of Qinghai, reward Diamond Treasure Box *1, Second Level Strengthening Stone *20, and Supernatural Power Crystal *20. The system suddenly made a sound at this moment, which attracted Lin Yu's attention. There are 2 options. One is to ignore Yi Ningshuang's request and focus on herself and do her own thing. The second is to agree to Yi Ningshuang's request and go to the base city of Qinghai with her, not to mention what Lin Yu promised or not. The reward for this optional task turned out to be a diamond treasure chest. This was the first time Lin Yu had seen a treasure chest of this level. However, don't rush to be happy. According to the nature of the system, the more rewards you get for completing optional tasks, the more difficult the task will be. Sending Yi Ningshuang to the base city of Qinghai might not be easy along the way. So, What choice will Lin Yu make? After weighing in his mind for a moment, Lin Yu finally couldn't hold back the availability of diamond treasure chests. Just imagine, a Bajan treasure chest can produce S-level skywings. Doesn't a diamond treasure chest have a chance to open more advanced props than the S-rank skywings? Among other things, Lin Yu decided to fight for this diamond treasure chest. Furthermore, Yining Shuang's actions made Lin Yu very curious about her identity. This seemingly ordinary eldest lady is definitely not inferior. I choose too. Lin Yu thought to himself. After finishing speaking, Lin Yu frowned slightly and looked Yining Shuang up and down. Look at Yining Shuang's face again, not to mention the beauty of the country, but it definitely belongs to the category of big beauties. Xu Shi noticed Lin Yu's gaze, and Yining Shuang's pretty face flushed a little. Could it be that Lin Yu has taken a fancy to her? As long as Lin Yu can send himself back to Qinghai Base City, he is willing to give anything. I want this Miss Yi to join our team. Isn't our team short of a priest? Lin Yu said. When the sisters heard the words, they looked at each other in dismay. Is this the idea that the relationship is stable? Lin Yu looked at Yining Shuang. Miss Yi, let me just say it straight. I can go to the base city in Qinghai with you, but my request is that you join me and become a member of my team. If you agree, then this matter will go away like this. If you can't agree, then please forgive me for being helpless. Yining Shuang bit her red lips lightly. The blush on her pretty face gradually dissipated, but she didn't expect Lin Yu to have such a request from her. I was in a hurry to go back to the base city of Qinghai. Lin Yu was powerful, and with him in the same company, I would be much safer. Of course, you can also find other people to walk with you. But in the last days, people's hearts are unpredictable. Who can know whether the next encounter will be an enemy who will kill him? Lin Yu cannot guarantee that he is a good person, but his character, Yining Shuang sees it, should not be bad. It is not unacceptable to join his team and go to Qinghai City together. After thinking for more than 10 seconds, Yining Shuang made up her mind and looked at Lin Yu and the three in front of her. Don't call me Miss Yi, just call me Ning Shuang, I'll join you. When Lin Yu heard this, the corners of his lips curled up slightly. It was very good. All developments of the matter were under his control. Snapping his fingers, Lin Yu said, Okay, after I finish my work here, I'll go to Qinghai Base City. Yining Shuang frowned. Finished her work here? What does Lin Yu mean by that? Shouldn't you leave immediately? Shouldn't we set off immediately? Yining Shuang asked. Lin Yu shook his head. It's quite a distance from here to the base city of Qinghai. We need to make some preparations, and I have 2 companions who are in the nearby base city of Nanxi City, and we will start after meeting them. Not too late. When Yining Shuang heard this, although she felt a little regretful, she could only nod her head. Then the 4 chatted about other things, and went back to their rooms to rest. Yining Shuang returned to the room assigned to her, closed the door tightly, and then took out a jade box from the small backpack behind her. Gently opened it. Inside the jade box lay a strange flower. The whole body was blood red, very coquettish. Father, you must hold on, I'll be back soon. Yining Shuang thought to herself. Put the jade box back into the backpack. The other side. Zhang Xin walked to Lin Yu's side and said in a low voice, Our new member, I'm afraid it's not easy. Zhang Xin's words meant something, and Lin Yu understood it all at once, but Zhang Ru was a little ignorant because she was not deeply involved in the world. Not simple. What's not simple? Why didn't I see it? Wei Tiao asked with his head tilted. Lin Yu ignored her, and said calmly, The water in this apocalypse is far deeper than what we see now. The identity of a new member is not easy, but she is trustworthy. I can guarantee that. Lin Yu can't say that she sees people 100%, but Yining Shuang, no matter how she feels or behaves, Lin Yu feels that she is a trustworthy person. This is also the reason why Lin Yu threw out an olive branch to Yining Shuang tonight. Otherwise, even if she will go to Qinghai Base City, there is no need to recruit her as a team member, isn't it? You know, Lin Yu's team members, Zhang Xin, Zhang Ru, and Ling Shuya, are all slaves, and they will listen to Lin Yu in everything, while Qin Linger is a 17-year-old girl who has no plans. You and the others have already returned their hearts, and there is no possibility of betrayal. Only the newly joined Yining Shuang did not pose any threat. Next day, everyone woke up, and after breakfast, they discussed returning to the base city of Nanshi City. Most of the mutated beasts here have been cleaned up. The most important thing is that the boss-level mutated monkey monster died. The rest of the mutated beasts have become scattered soldiers. It takes a lot of time. So Lin Yu decided to go back to the city earlier to see how the transformation of the little girl Qin Linger's Doomsday chariot was going. With this, they will be able to go to the base city of Qinghai. Yi Ningshuang had no objection to this, and the four of them got into the jeep and galloped towards the base city of Nanshicheng. Along the way, Lin Yu consciously or unconsciously wanted to get some words out of Yi Ningshuang's mouth, but this little girl was very vigilant and smart. It is true, but the hidden things have always been hidden in his heart. Regarding this, Lin Yu can only say that he should take his time.